Have you ever stopped to think about how you are spending your time? Every day we are bombarded with promises of future happiness, with the idea that if we achieve certain goals or milestones, then we will finally be happy. But what if true happiness isn't somewhere in the future but right now? What if the time we spend waiting for the next step is actually what's keeping us from living a fulfilled life? We live in a world where the idea that happiness is always somewhere in the distant future is ingrained in us from an early age. School, work, marriage, retirement, all these stages are presented as milestones we must reach in order to finally enjoy life. But what happens when we reach these milestones and realize that, despite all the effort, something is still missing? That lingering feeling that true fulfillment is always being postponed. What if the real key to a fulfilled life was something much simpler? Something that doesn't depend on tomorrow but rather on how we live today. The ability to be present, to appreciate small moments, and to find satisfaction in the simplest things in life. We are so worried about the future that we often miss what truly matters in the now. I know what you might be thinking, but the future is important. We need to work to secure tomorrow. And yes, it's true that we all have responsibilities, goals, and aspirations for the future. However, the problem begins when we place our happiness only in that final destination, as if life only begins after we've achieved everything we've planned. And what happens in the meantime? We live in a constant state of anticipation, waiting for the right moment to be happy. Our education system, our culture, and even our own expectations teach us to postpone happiness. We are told we must work tirelessly to achieve success, not realizing that we are neglecting the present moment. And when we finally reach the top with all the achievements we thought were necessary, the feeling of emptiness can be surprising. What happens when the future becomes an illusion, a promise that is never fulfilled? If you live with your focus only on what's to come, you lose the chance to live now. The promise of a better life after achieving something, be it retirement or success, is a fallacy. The truth is, when we finally reach what we believe to be our goal, the feeling of accomplishment can be fleeting because we never truly learned to live in the present. Life doesn't have to be a constant chase for something bigger, something distant. The secret to true peace and fulfillment might lie in simple things in the present moment. Just like a raindrop trickling down a window or the sound of the wind in the trees, there is beauty in every instant. But too often we are taught to see these things as insignificant, as if we need to do something important to give life meaning. That is an illusion. Our world values progress, change, and achievement. But what happens when the need to progress becomes an addiction? When we believe that life only has value if we are constantly improving or moving forward? What happens when we forget to appreciate what we already have, what we already are? We've created a society where we're always chasing something, while missing the opportunity to truly live. Imagine for a moment living without this constant pressure for the future. Without the burden of always having something more to achieve. Instead, imagine simply allowing yourself to be, appreciating what is around you right now. Living with intention, with presence, without being trapped in a future that may never come. This doesn't mean giving up on our dreams or responsibilities, but rather learning to balance them with the present. True happiness isn't in what comes next, but in what is happening now, in this very moment. Time is one of the most valuable resources we have, and paradoxically, it is also the one we waste the most. If we keep waiting for an idealized future, we may lose sight of what truly matters. Instead of living for tomorrow, why not start living today? True peace and fulfillment aren't in some distant future. They're here now. So today's invitation is simple. Don't waste your time. Appreciate what you have now, value the small and simple moments, and realize how they can be transformative. Life is made of the now. And in this now, you have the power to make a difference. Don't let the future take away the beauty of the present. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel, share it with someone who could benefit from this reflection, and, of course, live in the present. See you in the next video.